I think I have butterflies for game one of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now, the Predators had their final dress rehearsal this morning at Morning Skate. And now, as you just said, we are less than an hour away from game one. And this is a game that could set the tone for the entire series. Coach, you wanted Carolina in week 3. You got them here in week 2. The Panthers are so physical. Do you feel like they really tested you on both sides of the football?
Well, the Titans were clearly the better team. And after a couple of tough weeks, Marcus Mariota was clearly the superior quarterback.
General Manager John Robinson, and the burning question, the roster's at 75. You have to get to 53 by Saturday. What happens from now till then?
So the Titans start the draft picking number 5 overall, but no one seems to believe Robinson will actually make that pick. Last year, he got a king's ransom for number 1, and this year, he's looking for more.
Corey, did you see who just got in from Milwaukee? This is Usasaro's backup.
Yeah, we've got backup goalies behind us.
The backup to the backup goalies.
The backup to the backup to the backup goalies.
All right, but let me also tell you what just got here today. There is some hardware inside of this building. The Stanley Cup is in the house.
All right, well, Joe, for the first time this series, the Preds gave up that first goal. How much of a difference do you think that made in them having to play from behind?
And we're talking about Ryan Johansson versus Ryan Kessler. Now, this matchup of centers has gotten very chippy very quickly because it's what Ryan Kessler does and has always done. Johansson ripped him after game 2, and Kessler, Corey, he could really care less.
On July 27th of last year, the Predators re-signed Calle Jarnkrok to a 6-year, $12 million contract. The center is earning every penny and more. In the past 11 games, he has 11 points with 6 goals. Now, those numbers could keep him in a Predator sweater.
And we also see guys like that.
Yes. Lots of them.
But let's talk about what's really been the talk of this postseason, and that's the 19 different goal scorers for the Predators. Now, 24 guys have skated this postseason. So if there's 19 of them, that means there's 5 left. Marcus, so many times tonight I saw you run out onto the field and congratulate some of the rookies, even the defensive guys when they were making big plays. Where did you become such a leader, and why is it important for you to go out there and congratulate those guys? Well, I know you wanted to test your run game against this Carolina defense, but it was your rookie receiver, Tajae Sharp, who stepped up in the first half. Pleased with his performance? Subban says that the team that plays with the most desperation in a playoff series is the team that will have the most success. All right, it's the Predators and the Blackhawks. The puck drops at 8:30 tonight, but we'll be live in sports coming up at 6. We'll see you there. Reporting live from inside Bridgestone Arena, I'm Carrie Hammer, News 2 Sports. And I don't think it's just the town, Corey. I think the Preds locker room also has that same sense. They've moved on from Game 5. They had 48 hours. They went to the teaching clips on what went wrong in that game, and now they're ready to take this one tonight.
Okay, well, I think we're talking about guys like Marchand Lattimore, if he's there at 5. If not, and they have to go offense, I'm going to say Mike Williams, or like Joe says, maybe a stretch, but O.J. Howard.
Well, in his rookie season, Marcus Mariota completed 230 passes. His main target, tight end Delaney Walker. But now, Mariota has 12 wide receivers on this roster before we get into any cuts. So we want to know, who will have the most receptions, and which player would you like to see step up in the 2016 season? Tweet me at Carrie Hammer. Let me know what you're thinking. And guys, by the looks of it, I'm going to have to go with Tajae Sharp. He's been a leader from the beginning, and I think you can see it tonight during the preseason on these last few offensive plays. He's been out there and he's been listening in on a headset. Now, head coach Mike Mularkey said a lot of the older guys like to do that because they like to hear what kind of play calling is going on when they're not in the game, so they can better prepare themselves for the regular season. All right, well, let's talk about your defense. Last year when you guys started out, you were stellar and then plagued with injury. But how good can you be now that all the starters are back and healthy? What do you think about Antonio Andrews? He's a guy that he's had to sit behind DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry, and he's battled with Bishop Sankey and David Cobb. Has he stepped it up quite a bit?
NASCAR is 1 week from its return, and that means the Daytona 500, a race every driver hopes to win just one time. Starting today with qualifying runs. A beautiful day in Daytona. Chase Elliott trying to win back-to-back poles at the Superspeedway. It's been 7 months since Dale Earnhardt Jr. got behind the wheel to qualify for a race. It looked like he hadn't missed a beat. Jr. turned a qualifying lap of 192.864 miles per hour. That's good enough for a second and a spot on the outside of row 1 next Sunday. The only guy faster than Jr., his teammate Chase Elliott, who was 0.08 of a second faster than the number 88 car Elliott becomes the first driver since Ken Schrader to win in 1989-90 to go back-to-back at the Daytona 500 poles.
So last year, the Predators started 2-0 in the playoffs on the road here in Anaheim, and today they will try to repeat history. Reporting live from California, I'm Kara Hammer, News 2 Sports.
Kara, before we let you go here, I don't know if people know this. You're 6-0 covering the team this year, going for a 7th straight win tonight. We've been having a lot of fun with it here in Nashville. Has Anaheim security tried to ban you from the building yet? That's what I want to know.
No, Anaheim has let me in the door. I don't think they know about the perfection that's happening here, but word has spread amongst the Preds staff, and I got asked what I'm doing through the middle of June. So we're going to hope that this run keeps going. That's right. I hit the streets. Actually, I hit this street. And I came prepared. Corey, let me show you what I did here. We printed off this man. I don't know. Do you know who this guy is?
I know exactly who that guy is.
This is Jake Waddell. He threw the catfish on the ice here in Pittsburgh. So I hit the streets today, and I asked these Penn fans, do you know this man? And what do you think about the fans back in Nashville?
Oh my God, so tired of it.
Why?
Because it's, oh my God, I just feel like all I see is
Catfish.
Yes, the catfish and the Carrie Underwood and the Penguins towels wrapped in the catfish, and it's like, you guys don't have a chance.
I have a wanted poster. Do you know who this person is? Do you girls know who this guy is?
I have a feeling that I know who that is. Yeah, I knew it. I saw the video. Yeah, ew, nasty.
You know who it is? All right.
That was the guy that stuffed the catfish down his shorts, took it into the arena, took it out of his shorts, and threw it on the ice.
You, sir, are correct. So I have a question for you. If you saw this guy, Jake Waddell, here in Pittsburgh again, what would you say to him?
Keep the catfish away.
That would be the gentleman, I believe, that brought the catfish in his shorts. So Pittsburgh fans still treat people nice. So
What would you do if you saw Jake here?
I'd probably stay away from him because he probably didn't smell too good.
I would tackle him. Same. I would probably take him down. I'd probably like kick out his leg or something, and then we would like double team him.
I hope he doesn't come back. I don't think anyone would be happy to see him anywhere near here. I don't know why they do it. It just interrupts the game. It's pointless. I'd love to win the cup in front of them.
Wow, haters are gonna hate.
He is going to be a good football player.
He will kill your quarterback. Barnett has switched the other side. He gets it! Derek Barnett has set a Tennessee career record for sacks.
He was the first freshman to ever start on the line at Tennessee, and now Nashville native Derek Barnett is headed towards a starting line in the NFL. At 6'3", 260 pounds, Derek Barnett is a name that won't be on the draft board for long. A projected first-round pick, he's a defensive end that just makes plays.
Such a speed rusher. He can do it from the right side, the left side, out in coverage. Shows you the versatility of Derek Barnett.
I think he could do just about anything. I mean, Derek Barnett is a superstar.
He's quick off the edge and is regarded as one of the best pass rushers in this year's draft.
I think I play fast on the field, so I'm pretty confident in that.
Everybody talks about pass rushers who have a vast array of pass rush moves. I mean, he really, truly does. And so he is, in my opinion, even more so than Myles Garrett, has the presumptive #1 overall pick. Even more so than him, Barnett has a pro-style approach to going after quarterbacks. And not just the quarterbacks, but going after the run as well.
They think I'm one of the top guys on the edges, but there's a lot of great edges this year. It's all been positive. Everything's been positive.
Barnett can play in a 4-3 defensive scheme as a lineman or in a 3-4 as an outside linebacker.
I like him best as a 4-3 defensive end, but I think that he has the instincts, I think he has the toughness, to be able to play that 3-4 rush linebacker role.
He's multifaceted in all areas. He had 6 pass breakups in college, 5 coming just last year.
He's got a speed rush to the outside. He's one of the great defensive ends from this conference.
In just 3 years at Tennessee, Barnett recorded 197 tackles, 52 tackles for loss, and a school record 33 career sacks.
He doesn't have to, you have to spend a lot of time trying to teach him the technique. He already has the technique. Now you're just going to, basically unleash him on the field.
Barnett grew up as a Titans fan, and he did visit with the team. But as far as the draft, he'll just go where he's wanted.
Earliest as possible. but that's out of my control. It's not like college. I get to pick where I want to go. So I think I have 3 great years of film playing here. I think I went through this training pretty good, and now it's up to the teams to make a decision.
All right, you know I like Derek Barnett, and I found it very interesting that when you were talking to Rob Rang, he flat out said that he was not high on Barnett coming into the season, but after watching him, he said he does everything right. He's got a quick twitch, and he's pretty powerful.